Hey guys, I'm back. So, first of all, sorry for disappearing. That semester just now, fall 2019, was so boring. So I thought I was gonna be able to take psych and some other clinicals, but it turns out that you had to take health assessment first, and so they dropped me from the psych class that I was gonna take. So it was gonna that was like the only interesting class that I was gonna vlog for, because there would have been clinicals and stuff like that. But I ended up only taking health assessment and research, and it actually worked out because honestly, like, the semester was so chill and like honestly manageable that it actually worked out. I preferred it. I didn't really want any crazy like lose your mind kind of semester, and I really didn't have one, so it worked out. Next semester I'll be taking psych and maternal / peds. In my school, maternity and peds are one class, and it has a lecture, I want to say a lecture and a clinical, I'm not even sure, a lecture, a lab, and clinical, I'm not even sure. But anyway, so this semester went pretty well. It was honestly the most boring semester I've ever had in my life. It was really boring. That's why I didn't vlog. It was really just like lecture and nothing else. Like, honestly, I was really just like go to class, go home, go to lab, go home. Like, it wasn't anything like, oh, this is what we're studying today, it's so interesting. Like, it was really boring. So I didn't really vlog much. And then I was working a lot during the semester. This semester I was working, well, I still am kind of, on the weekends. I'm working as a baby night nurse. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but basically, like, it's someone who takes care of a newborn while the mom recovers from birth and like rests, and you just stay in the baby's room and, you know, feed, change, put them down, feed, change, put them down, and repeat. Like, honestly, that's pretty much it. But it's pretty good because my fiance works in the morning, and I can, like, whenever I don't have school, I can do a night job. And I usually do it like overnight so that I come back home in time for Oliver to wake up. So it works out pretty well. So I've been doing that. So I have not been having any time for this channel, and I apologize because I do love YouTube and I love making videos. So I was mad that I didn't really have the time to do that. And I kind of like dabbled in into doing nails, but that didn't work out. So I'm not going to be doing that. But I did learn how to do nails still. So that was cool. What else happened this semester? Health assessment was really simple. It wasn't simple, it was just that, like, it wasn't difficult. It was just like, it was like, if you could get that far into the program, like, health assessment is not gonna make or break you, I feel like. And then research was not hard either. Research was more like, honestly, just show up. Like, it was really just, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, it was really just like, show up and you'll be fine. What else happened this semester? I feel like that was pretty much it. Honestly, the semester was really not uneventful. That's why I didn't film any of it. It really would have been extremely boring vlogs, and I did not even want to do that to y'all. And it's crazy because, like, so many people are asking me to like do an update, and I'm just like, there's really not that much to say. Like, honestly, even for health assessment, the most tedious things for health assessment was doing the ATI, which is like this quiz that you have to do like every week. It was like you know, like a module on ATI that you have to go through, and then a quiz that you have to, not even, was there a module? I don't even know, but it was just like a quiz for ATI that you have to do. Like, it was annoying at first, but like then we figured it out. Like, that's why I always tell people, if you're in the nursing program, make friends, because friends will get you along, like the right friends. The right friends will get you a long way in the program, seriously, because it's a group effort. It's really a group effort. Like, friends will be the ones to like remind you, like, hey, did you do your ATI? And you'll just be like, what ATI? Or like, you'll just miss something like for 2 seconds. Like, if you like zone out for like 2 seconds in class, you could have missed something that's super important, and the friend will be there to like hit you up and be like, did you do your ATI modules or something like that? So that was that. I didn't get my grades back. I got a B+ in health assessment because I got an 80 on the first exam, an 80 on the second exam, and like a 93 on the final, or like a 90 and a 93 on the last 2 exams or something like that. So it didn't work out to be an A because it was like the ATI modules, and I like missed 3 of them because I literally did not know they were due. Or I think so in the beginning, they were like, oh yeah, buy this ATI module. It's $200. And I'm just like, I did not have no $100 and something to just randomly come out like that. So I was like, I guess I'm gonna miss those couple modules. So I missed a couple of them in the beginning, but then my professor let us I think a couple of other people went to the dean and asked the dean if we could get like an extension for the people who weren't able to oh, hold on, I think grades are in. My friend is texting me. Yeah, that was another grade. I got a B- in research. Honestly, like, I genuinely did not care about this semester. I just wanted to pass. Like, I was not striving for A's. Like, the first week, I was like, yes, I'm gonna get A's. This is gonna be great. And then I was just like, honestly, like, so many things. Like, I was working. I was just trying to get by. So honestly, I got a B+ and a B-. That's perfectly fine, because honestly, I did the bare minimum, and I just wanted to get these classes over with, because I just want to get to I just want to be done. Honestly, I'm over school, period, to be honest with y'all. Like, I'm really over it. So I got a B- in research, and that honestly is probably because of like attendance, because I missed like a lot of classes. I'm not even gonna say how many classes I missed. I missed a lot of classes, and I just like did all my work at the end of the semester, like, and handed it all in at one time. So it was like there was no room for her to be like, oh, you know, like, change this, change that. It was just like, no, it's due already. I just handed it in. So so if you're taking research, it's a super simple class. It's not very time consuming at all. Like, the most time consuming thing is a group paper, which is 9 pages, but it's really not that hard, because the group paper, it's not like a paper that, like, what is my bangs doing? Ugh. So it's not like a paper where you just have to like come up with your own thoughts or anything like that. Honestly, it's just like it's more evaluating the research study that you get. So it's really not that difficult. But yeah, so that was my semester, y'all. Next semester I'm taking maternity/peds and psych, and I still have not registered yet, but I am clinically clear finally. So it took me so long to be clinically clear. So if you are in nursing school already, you know that you have to get a background check, you have to get a drug test, you have to get vaccines, you have to do these like HIPAA modules, you have to do did I say drug test already? You have to do a background check, drug test, vaccines, flu shot, like, you have to do a bunch of stuff. So I was planning on actually taking a semester off, because my bill was originally like $8,000 for these 2 classes. And then I didn't realize, because I thought that the federal loan was already deducted from it, but it turned out the federal loan was not deducted from it. So when I thought that it was $8,000, I was like, hold up, I'm gonna have to take a semester off, pay this, and then go back. So then I wasn't like stressed. I wasn't pressed about being clinically clear, because I was like, I might not even be taking clinicals next semester, and you have to do it every year. So I was like, I'm not about to go through all the trouble of paying for, you know, a CPR class again. And like, well, I could have did the CPR class, because that lasts, I think, 2 years, but, or more than, I don't remember, but I could have did that. But it was like paying for the background check, and paying for, you know, going all the way all over to get the vaccines and all this extra crap. I wasn't going to do all of that if I would have to do it again. If it would basically be a waste if I didn't take classes for the spring 2020 semester. So I was like, oh, if I'm not going to be taking classes spring 2020, I'm not going to be like running around like a headless chicken to get clinically clear. So, but then I found out that the federal loans didn't get deducted yet, because they were missing like the master promissory note for me. Even though I did it, they just didn't get it for some reason. So I realized that, and I did all the notes and everything over again, and then the federal loans got deducted. So then the bill was like $3,000. So I was like, okay, I can do that. So then now it was like, that was like the end of November. So I was like, oh crap, now I have to be clinically cleared in like a week. So that did not happen. I literally just got clinically cleared on Christmas, because it was so much. Like, I did everything like the week, like literally the day I found out that I was still gonna take classes spring 2020. I literally went and did the flu shot, and I went and got vaccines done. But my doctor screwed me over. Well, not my doctor, my nurse practitioner screwed me over because she ran the wrong blood test with my blood work for the hepatitis B part. So then I had to go, and then I changed my insurance. So she was saying that like they don't have that vaccine. There was like, they don't have, she didn't give me Tdap. So then they were like, oh, they don't have Tdap. So then I have to go to an urgent care center. So FYI, if you're trying to be clinically clear, check with your insurance and see if you can go to an urgent care center, because it was much faster for me to just go to the urgent care center that was by my house. It was super quick. It was like in and out. I just got the vaccine and left, and like the paperwork was uploaded onto like a portal, and I just had to like screenshot that and then screenshot it to Castle Branch, which is what our school uses for clinical clearance. So if you're going to my school and you're dealing with like all that Castle Branch stuff, I would say just go to check and see if you can get all of that done by an urgent care center, because it's much faster. And yeah, my urgent care center is closer than my old PCP. So anyway, so then I finally got clear on Christmas. It was due December 1st. So now I'm just trying to get in contact with the school, because I'm clinically cleared till late and I'm not registered for classes. So they're probably going to be like, you know, like, are you even going to class? Like, are you even planning on going to class? But the clinical coordinator, I don't know, she knows that that I was trying to get cleared to take classes in spring. But I emailed her and I called her because I didn't want to go to school and then she's not there, which she's not there. So, because I got an email back saying that she's out of the office until January. So I'm like, they're probably going to start placing people in hospitals soon. And I don't know if I'm going to get placed because I'm clinically clear, but I'm not registered for the class. So I don't know if they're going to see that like, okay, she's clinically cleared, so she probably wants to take classes, let's place her. I don't think it works like that. I think you have to, I think I have to talk to the clinical placement coordinator and tell her like personally, like put me in you know, maternity and psych. So I'm not really that worried, honestly, because my school be doing stuff mad late. Like I think for fall, when I was going to take that psych class, I got placed in Bellevue Hospital, and I had got that email like a week before class started. So honestly, like I think I'll be fine since I'm clinically cleared. It would just be more of a like, okay, let's put her somewhere. So I'm not really pressed, but that's what's going on right now. That's pretty much my update. I'm gonna film right now after this video. I'm gonna film a video describing, like, it's basically gonna be a list of things you can do during nursing school as side hustles, because I think that I did a lot of stuff during nursing school, like to like just get some quick money or whatever. And I know a lot of people who do a lot of people who do like a lot of people who do other things during nursing school that's not necessarily like, you know, a full-time job that's gonna take away from, you know, your studying or anything like that. So I'm gonna do a video after this, and I'm probably gonna post it in a few days. After you're watching this one, it'll probably be posted like either the next day or the next day. So subscribe if you wanna keep up with the future videos, because I will be posting more videos because I'm on winter break. And then I'm gonna try to actually vlog during next semester, because next semester is gonna actually be interesting because I'll be in the hospital. I'm not gonna you know, vlog in clinicals, but I will vlog like clinical break or like getting to clinicals and like update you guys on how like the actual clinical experiences are going and stuff like that. So subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below what you guys think of this semester and then what classes you guys are up to. Like, comment down below if you're in a nursing program or if you're pre-nursing or if you just like watching nursing videos. Like, comment down below and let me know what stage in the nursing career you're at. So anyway, yeah, so next semester, that's gonna be the plan. And then, so I'm gonna do the video right now on side hustles you can do during nursing school, because I feel like a lot of people tell people you can't work during nursing school, but actually I know a lot of people who work during nursing school, and you can't work I feel like you can't work certain jobs, and you can't do it depends on like how many classes you're taking, because if you're like accelerated, I would say like you really can't work at all. But if you're like part-time like me, you can finesse some like side hustles and like flexible jobs that kind of let you study at work, or like and it depends what kind of classes you're taking. Like if you were taking like health assessment and research, I would say you would be able to work. But if you were taking, you know, health assessment, research, patho, pharm, and contemporary topics, I wouldn't suggest working at all. Like if you're taking that, it depends on, you know, everyone's situation. But I found that when you're full-time and you work and you have like more, I would say more than 2 time-consuming difficult classes, like patho, pharm, you know, any class with like clinical, like I would say like fundamentals, like stuff like that, classes like those classes, I would say just focus on classes. But it really depends on what classes you're taking. So I'm going to do a video on like side hustles you can do during nursing school if you don't want to get like a serious full-time job that's gonna demand a lot more of your time than you're willing to give. So stay tuned for that video. And that was my update, guys. If you have any questions, comment down below, you know, I'll answer them. And I feel like I answer comments pretty quickly, so if you guys ever have a question, comment down below. And also I want to congratulate anybody who has watched my failing nursing school video and contacted me on Instagram. A couple people, I think like I want to say like 5 people have watched that video, and I've helped them with their appeal letter, and they got back into their program. So if you're watching this, congratulations that you got back into your program. Go do what you got to do and become a nurse. Yeah, so I still get like a lot of DMs from that video saying that, you know, they failed out of nursing school and they want my advice on like how to go about the appeal process. And I'm just so happy, because that's literally why I made that video, because I felt like when I failed out of my program, I didn't have anybody who already like who been through that already and knew anything about the appeal process. And you know, it's like with the appeal process, it really depends on who you talk to in your school, who's really going to tell you like what is important for you to do if you really want to get back to your program. Like a lot of not to, you know, crap on advisors or anything, but a lot of advisors would just be like, okay, so change your major, do something else. They wouldn't tell you like, oh no, go to the G and try to fight your way back into the program. Like a lot of advisors would just be like, okay, so nursing is not for you, what are you gonna do instead? And that's not the case at all. Even if you fail one class, like everyone deserves a second chance. Even if you fail 2 classes, that doesn't mean that you are incapable of being a nurse. You know what I mean? And another thing, a lot of advisors don't tell you is that like you can still get into other programs. You can you know, continue and get another degree, and then you can do a 2nd degree nursing program. You don't have to give up on nursing completely. So I feel like I'm really happy that video did well, and a couple people got back into their program because of it. That's literally why I posted it. So I'm super, super, super excited for anybody who watched that video and got any kind of inspiration or got back into their programs or anything like that. So yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to comment down below and tell me what stage in the nursing program you're in. I can't believe I forgot to mention the med math assessment. I forgot to mention that this semester, since I'm taking clinicals next semester, they started this, I don't know how new it is or when they decided to implement this, but apparently every semester before you take clinicals, you have to take a medical math assessment, and it's basically 10 questions, 45 minutes, and the passing grade is 100. You have 3 chances to pass it, and if you fail the first time, you have to go through like a remedial tutoring session or something like that, and then you take it again, and then if you fail again, you get one more chance. And I think after that, I don't know what happens, because I don't know anybody who, I think they're still doing it right now. Thank the Lord above, thank God I passed on the first try. Like it's not hard, but it's just like, it's just so nerve-wracking to think that if you make one tiny little mistake, you're literally gonna have to take it over. So not a lot of people passed on the first try, but I did. Woo-hoo. So that kind of led, I kind of realized that because I was just about to film another video, which again, subscribe so you can see when I post that one on side hustles you could do during nursing school, because one of the side hustles that I'm going to talk about in that video is tutoring, because I tutored a lot of my friends for med math, because med math is not difficult, but you kind of just need some, like, sometimes you just need someone to sit down with you and explain things a little slower, and you know, have someone there to, you know, guide you through the problems on an individual basis. So anyway, yeah, so that happened during the semester too, which is also why I was not trying to vlog, because I was trying to get this med math assessment down on the first try, which I did, thank God. Like, it was tricky. Some questions were tricky, but it's like, if you practice enough and you did the if you did the assessment that they put up on Blackboard, then I feel like you were fine. So basically you just do the practice questions, and what I did was I did I did one section of the practice questions, because they put up two different practice questions, and then they put up another one after they saw that like majority of the people in my school failed. But anyway, I did one, and then the second one I did it as if it was the actual exam. So I went straight through, and I told myself, like, it was like 15 questions. I was like, if you do these 15 questions correct, then then you're good. So then I just did the 15 questions, I got them all correct, and I was like, I'm not studying anymore. So that's what I did, and it worked out, because I'm pretty good with med math, because med math is like, it's not difficult math, it's more like you have to apply like general test taking skills to math, because they'll give you like a bunch of like extra information, not a bunch of extra information, but when you're reading a question, like, and you start solving it, you might forget what the heck you're even solving for. So it's just like, you have to go back and read the question, or it'll be something like, you know, they'll give you this amount of milligrams per kilogram per hour, and then per minute, and then the question will be asking you for the amount of the dose per hour. So then you might be solving, and then forget that like you're solving per minute. So then at the end of the question, you might get an answer, and you might put that answer in, but that answer would be wrong because you had to times it by 60 to get what it is per hour, like little details like that. Or like, you know, like if the answer is like 0.70, you might get it, you might put 0.70, and like that's wrong because you're using a trailing zero. It's like little things like that that might get you caught up in an exam like that, and one wrong answer, you're done. You have to take it over. So that's another thing that happened this semester, and I forgot to mention it in that video, so I'm gonna just put this clip in that. And yeah, what else? Am I forgetting anything else that happened this semester? Health assessment, I already said, was like pretty fair. Lab was like, if you're like a nervous person, you might not like health assessment lab, because you had to there was parts in health assessment lab for there was a midterm and a final where you would have to do an assessment on your classmate while the professor is watching. Like, you literally are in the room by yourself and you're just doing the assessment. So if you're nervous, if you're like a really nervous person, you might not like that. But yeah, so yeah, that's the update, y'all. That was how my semester went. Again, comment down below and let me know what part of the program you're at, and I'll see you guys in my next one.